Hi everyone, this is Aditya again. It's been a long time since I interacted with you guys in the community. I wanted to answer a question from Sri Watson, who actually posted a comment asking me as to why this Wickedleak does not sell on Amazon and Flipkart, and maybe in the retail. It's a very intelligent question. I've been asked this by a lot of investors, friends, family, people in the supply chain, in fact, even people from the manufacturing facilities in China. They've asked us why you don't sell via retail, why you don't sell via Flipkart, Amazon, like many Chinese brands are doing. Well, it's kind of actually shows. I really want to thank Shivatsam because it shows what level of interest you have inside you about Wickedleak and how much you are interested in our brand. That's actually a compliment, so thanks a lot. Well, it reminds me of 2012 or 2009 when I was around 22 and we launched the brand. And so the first thing, just think about it, right? I'll explain the strategy, but you got to think about what kind of experience we have had and how we will take it forward. So think about it this way: you have gone to China, you've done around 2 years of research, you have negotiated contracts, you invested your own money, and now you want to set up and start selling in India. The first thing you need is distribution. So actually what happened at that given point of time is I was looking for retailers and distributors. So you go actually visited a road called Lamington Road, and there are around 200 odd shops there. I visited each and every shop and told them, okay, this is what the product is. The first tablet was Lamy 7, and I was explaining that time it was Akash tablet which was there in the market. Our tablet was the same price, offering better specs, but obviously the retailers want to make quick money, so they want a brand which is established, which you don't have because you just started a company. That was 5 years back. And they want their profit margin around 15-20%, or sometimes 7% if you're a bigger brand. And they just want to make quick money out of it. That's all there is to a retail shop. Or even Flipkart will just take percentage of the commission. If your product sells, well and good. If it does not sell, well, bad luck. So marketing totally depends on you. Secondly is if you talk about something like Flipkart and Amazon, if you're looking to create a brand which is sustainable, and we are a smaller company compared to something like Apple, for example. Apple throws a lot of margin at them to be on the front page of Flipkart, so they will position your product accordingly as per the margins you throw at them. Now, because we're a smaller Indian company competing with these big giants, that is actually not feasible, because, for example, our sales are dependent on Flipkart, Amazon, or retail. Eventually, for example, Chroma will actually dedicate a desk for Apple because Apple is throwing more margins at them, which Apple can afford because it's a bigger brand, it has more scale. What we want to differentiate is obviously, so basically when we sell by our own website, what we do is we capture a lot of customer data. We can give them better after sales. We can actually give them better prices because the 15-20% margins which are thrown at these distributors is saved and passed on to the consumer. Also, it gives us speed to market. We can come out with the best products and the best quality products. For example, a smartphone is not just about a processor and screen and battery. There are many small parts in it, so the quality has to be really good and the price has to justify the quality, and it does not give you long-term problems. Now you would come back and say, okay, there have been some complaints, but well, the complaints are very less. The percentage of the complaints are very less compared to the volumes we are doing. We're doing around 6,000 to 7,000 devices a month, which is quite good. And we're completely bootstrapped, completely owned by Indians. I own around 97% of the company, only diluted 3% of the company. So we are in a very good position. Another thing, it is on a Mac. So this is micro level. So you're gonna give better customer care, speed to market if you launch it. Not dependent on Flipkart on Flipkart, Amazon, on a strategic kind of view, because eventually they won't have control or bargaining power over you and and you get the point. And you will be able to have customer data and build a brand around it. For example, if you're building a brand online, then you need more and more data in your control. The game is going to be about data. For example, I will have your email ID, your Facebook account. I can place cookies. I can place when we are selling it, I have your phone number. So every personal touch, I know your age. So I can totally cater to you and market to this segment and build a brand around it digitally. See, we don't need to go offline. We can build a brand around digitally, and as you see in the next few years, the brand will propel because we'll have more and more data, more and more integrated. We can target your friends, build a brand in each circle, small circle of friends, and that is actually a very powerful thing. And one more thing is, like, if you see it from a country perspective, people say they want to do Make in India. Now, with respect to Make in India, firstly, any country, in order to gain expertise, they have to be a copycat. For example, China copied Apple and all the big brands who were producing smartphones. They copied it, they learned the expertise, and now they are beginning to innovate. Let me give you an example. If you were a singer, a struggling singer, the first thing you would do is sing songs of a great singer. Like, for example, if you are a female, or you would copy, you would learn and copy exactly Lata Mangeshkar, and then you would, once you master those the skill of singing from these reputed personalities, you would begin to innovate. We did that with Aqua Protect. We added something extra, but also we want to gain expertise and a competitive edge. That will be our marketing and the consumer data, understanding of the consumer, also better after sales, and also products which the consumer need. We understand also our call center is also in-house. So for example, if all these brands like say Micromax, Zolo, they have outsourced the after sales. We have in-house after sales, we have in-house customer data. Everything is captured by the website. We know what you read, what the problems the consumer are facing, and quickly we can adapt to the consumer need. So that is the whole idea why we don't sell offline, because we want to get more and more control over our brand. We want to service our customers better, and for that you need data. Obviously the bigger brands have data, but it takes them 3 to 4 months to get this data. So that's the thing. And again, secondly, so we are building marketing capabilities right now. We are taking control over the product design little bit, adding new utilities like Aqua Protect. Now we have added 5th generation Wi-Fi in Wami Note 4. This video is shot by Wami Note 4. Amazing front camera. So these are the things that I think I've roughly answered this question. If I've missed it, I've tried my best to keep this video very short. It's a very complex kind of issue. It's more to do with strategy of the company. Please comment below and let me know, and I will make one more video if I have missed out any details. Thanks, man. If you have any more questions, feel free. Whenever I'm free, I'll answer your questions. Thanks.